What if everything we thought we knew about history's greatest mystery was wrong? For over 2 millennia, scholars have dismissed Atlantis as Plato's philosophical allegory, a cautionary tale wrapped in the gilded language of ancient Greece. But beneath the Mediterranean's azure waters and scattered across ocean floors worldwide, a growing body of archaeological evidence is forcing us to confront an uncomfortable question. What if Plato wasn't crafting fiction, but preserving the final fragments of a lost civilization? For centuries, the legend of Atlantis has captivated imaginations, a powerful, advanced civilization lost beneath the waves. First described by Plato, Atlantis was portrayed as a cautionary tale, warning against hubris and moral decline. Yet, questions remain. Was Plato recounting a real history or crafting an allegory? Some believe archaeological clues point to a hidden past, while others see only myth. The mystery endures, inviting us to explore where history ends and legend begins. The year 2019 marked a turning point. When marine archaeologist Dr. Christos Doumas descended into the crystalline depths of Santorini, he expected to find the usual scatter of Bronze Age pottery. Instead, his submersible's lights illuminated something that would shake the foundations of prehistoric archaeology. A massive stone structure, its geometric precision defying everything we know about ancient Mediterranean engineering. The blocks were fitted together with tolerances that wouldn't look out of place in modern construction, Doumas later testified before the International Archaeological Congress. We're talking about megalithic stones, each weighing several tons, positioned with millimeter accuracy 40 meters below the surface. But Santorini was just the beginning. The smoking gun emerges from the deep. In Plato's Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BCE, the Athenian philosopher described Atlantis with startling specificity. A circular island civilization of concentric rings, advanced metallurgy, and sophisticated agriculture, ultimately destroyed by earthquakes and floods in a single day and night of misfortune. For centuries, historians treated these details as the product of Plato's imagination, until now. Recent underwater surveys using advanced sonar mapping have revealed submerged structures off the coasts of Spain, Malta, and the Azores that match Plato's descriptions with eerie accuracy. The most compelling discovery lies 60 kilometers southwest of Cadiz, where Spanish oceanographer Dr. Rafael Freire has documented what appears to be a submerged city featuring the characteristic concentric ring pattern Plato described. The outer ring measures approximately 15 kilometers in diameter, Freire explains, his voice carrying the weight of implications. The mathematical precision of these formations defies natural explanation. We're looking at urban planning on a scale that shouldn't have existed 12,000 years ago. Ground-penetrating radar has revealed an even more startling truth. These aren't random ruins, but the remnants of an integrated civilization spanning multiple sites across the ancient world. Carbon dating of organic materials trapped within the structures consistently points to a catastrophic end around 9,600 BCE, exactly when Plato claimed Atlantis vanished. The technology that shouldn't exist. Perhaps most intriguing are the technological anomalies emerging from these sites. In 2022, a joint expedition by the University of Malta and Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution recovered metallic artifacts from underwater ruins near the Maltese Islands that contain alloy compositions unknown to Bronze Age metallurgy. Spectrographic analysis reveals precise ratios of copper, tin, and trace elements that create materials with properties exceeding those of conventional bronze. Dr. Sarah Chen, materials scientist at MIT, studied the artifacts with barely concealed excitement. We're seeing evidence of controlled atmospheric smelting techniques that weren't supposed to exist until the Industrial Revolution. The metal shows signs of having been processed in oxygen-free environments at temperatures our models suggest were impossible to achieve with ancient technology. But the technological mysteries don't end with metallurgy. Underwater excavations have uncovered what appear to be sophisticated hydraulic systems, precisely engineered channels, pressure equalizing chambers, and what can only be described as ancient plumbing networks of remarkable complexity. These discoveries challenge our fundamental assumptions about technological development in prehistory. The question haunting every researcher is inescapable. How did a civilization supposedly lost to legend possess engineering capabilities that rival our own? Climate catastrophe, the missing piece. The final piece of the Atlantis puzzle may lie not in archaeology, but in climatology. Ice core data from Greenland and Antarctica reveal a dramatic climate anomaly occurring around 9600 BCE, a period geologists now call the Younger Dryas impact event. Evidence suggests a cosmic impact or series of impacts triggered massive climate disruption, sea level changes, and global catastrophe. Dr. Graham Phillips, paleoclimatologist at Cambridge, has been studying this period for decades. We see a clear signature in the geological record: massive flooding, sudden climate shifts, and evidence of widespread civilization collapse. The timing aligns perfectly with Plato's account of Atlantis' destruction. Recent analysis of sediment cores from the Mediterranean show layers of tsunami debris dating to exactly this period, with particle compositions suggesting massive coastal inundation events. Computer models of ancient sea levels indicate that many of today's underwater archaeological sites would have been above water 12,000 years ago, before rapid post-glacial flooding submerged vast coastal areas where advanced civilizations might have flourished. The evidence is building into an uncomfortable narrative. A technologically sophisticated civilization, possibly spanning multiple continents, was destroyed by a global catastrophe that modern science is only beginning to understand. The cover-up that never was. Why has mainstream archaeology been so resistant to these findings? The answer lies not in conspiracy, but in the conservative nature of academic disciplines built on careful, incremental understanding. Accepting the reality of Atlantis means rewriting textbooks, reconsidering timelines, and admitting that our understanding of human prehistory contains massive gaps. Dr. Robert Ballard, the oceanographer who discovered the Titanic, has become an unlikely champion of Atlantis research. We've explored less than 5% of our oceans. The idea that advanced civilizations could have existed on now submerged coastal plains isn't just possible, it's probable. We're not looking at fantasy, but at the limits of our own exploration. Recent funding initiatives have accelerated deep-sea archaeological exploration. The European Union's Horizon 2030 program has allocated unprecedented resources to underwater archaeology, while private foundations are funding expeditions to investigate anomalous sonar readings across the world's oceans. The implications are staggering. If these discoveries prove what they seem to suggest, we're not just uncovering a lost civilization, we're confronting evidence that human technological development isn't the linear progression we've assumed. Advanced capabilities existed, were lost, and had to be rediscovered across millennia. This raises profound questions about human resilience and the fragility of civilization itself. If Atlantis was real, its destruction serves as more than historical curiosity. It becomes a warning about the catastrophic vulnerabilities even advanced societies face when confronting rapid environmental change. The mystery continues. Today, research vessels equipped with cutting-edge technology continue mapping ocean floors, guided by Plato's ancient descriptions. Each dive brings new discoveries, new questions, and new challenges to our understanding of the past. The truth about Atlantis may finally be emerging from the depths, not as the fantasy of an ancient philosopher, but as the preserved memory of humanity's greatest loss. In our age of climate uncertainty and technological dependence, perhaps we need to listen more carefully to what Plato was really trying to tell us. The ancient warning hidden in the myth of Atlantis may be more relevant now than ever. Even the most advanced civilizations can vanish beneath the waves, leaving only ruins on the ocean floor and stories in the memories of survivors. The question is no longer whether Atlantis existed, but what its fate can teach us about our own.